I didn't like
What
it.
do you mean you want a new title? You've only been in this role for 9 months, right? And so there's, I hear people my age talk about entitlement a lot. And that, I like to redirect. I'm like, let's just have a conversation about what's sitting underneath that. These are high-performing, over-educated folks that have been graded externally, themselves and the world. They put a lot of pressure on themselves. They want a lot of feedback, and they want a lot often, and they want a lot of advancement. And so, there's these stratified organizations now that have micro levels of advancement because of this. Right? We're just like layering in extra layers of associate.
In the charity world, there's managers with no people. There's coordinators with nothing. I mean, it's
totally.
and associate vice president. I mean, if you of nothing, right?
Yeah. And lots of solopreneurs that are CEOs. Right?
That's her clip.
And scene. That's funny. Yeah. So I think we're all guilty of it, but there's a lot of resentment there. What I try and do in those situations is ask them to put themselves in the shoes of the folks that are, a few layers down in their organization. And the social contract's largely been broken for young people. They're coming out of school with a lot of debt. They have, 2 and 3 degrees. They're entering the workforce. They can't buy a house. It is a whole different set of circumstances. If it was hard for us, and it was hard-ish, it is near impossible now, unless, this massive transfer of intergenerational wealth happens more quickly. It's going to be really hard. And so the promise isn't there for success. And so how do we deal with that as leaders? Like, you can't have the same set of expectations that were once there for us. And so I think that has to shift, and I support people to let go of some of those
and I think that
precious beliefs.
That's a whole other thing for how you let go, for sure, right? And I think those kinds of problems that you see have bigger implications, right, for like civic society or civil society. Like, people aren't going to want to go there or aren't going to want to contribute if they can't get those results or can't get those promotions. Like in the charitable sector, like I tell everyone, run away. You don't want to be ED. Like, it is the worst job in the world, right? And there are many people who are maybe 10 years older than me who are retired. There's nobody coming up, to backfill. And so the role that charities play in delivering purpose or delivering impact, like I think there's a problem, right? Because there isn't the human capital and the leaders coming in underneath that. There's a huge drop off of the 60-year-olds who are going to retire. No, people are not clamoring to step in between. And I think that is hugely problematic for civil society, right? And all the great work around. Look, we talked about you can find purpose elsewhere, but we're a pretty big sector right now.
But and folks are drawn to working in the charitable sector early on through wonderful heartfelt reasons. And the burnout level is really high.
Super.
And the return gets them pretty, like, there's not money.
They're not well paid.
Yeah, they're not well paid.
And your employees are hard at you for not saying the right things at the right time in the right way, right? Government cuts off. There's very little that's attractive, which means, look, there's work for guys like me, to support them,